hearing the war with yourself is over. The war with yourself is over. I'm seeing a lot of red, which may be significant for you. Red relates to the root chakra, so there's something here about stable foundations and you working for a very long time on this solid foundation. You've been working on this. This is something that has been a process for you. And I'm hearing the angels are congratulating you that you have not given up. You have worked on this stable foundation, and the war with yourself is over. And they're basically saying that, like, really what has been holding you back and hindering you at times may feel so external, may feel like things in your world are preventing your desires, but really, when you get deep down, when you really get to it, it's that you have been in your own way. There have been a lot of self-sabotaging, a lot of mindset things that have been going on that have been frustrating, stubborn ego patterns, illusions, mindsets that have been very hard and very hard to let go of and very frustrating. But your angels want you to know that you've done it. The war is over. The war is over in general, like with others too, because as you have healed these things within yourself, as you have shifted these mindsets and these patterns and these beliefs within yourself, your external world reflects that. The external world reflects your internal world. I'm getting a little bit like my tongue is feeling like kind of thick in my mouth. I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting the words out. So this may be significant to someone. It's like this time of knowing that you have an important voice, of wanting to share your voice, and you're like there, like it's time to start sharing, and this is the moment you've been waiting for. The Spirit is saying this is the moment you have been waiting for. I'm also seeing water, like oceans. It may be significant for some of you if you live by the ocean or have spent time near the ocean or just really resonate with water, the ocean. I'm seeing a rainbow over the ocean. A time for miracles. You're stepping into this time of miracles happen every day, and you're really believing that, maybe affirming that to yourself. Miracles happen every day. Magic and miracles happen every day. It's real. Like, magic is real and miracles happen every day. And this is the reality that you are creating for yourself. You have created for yourself. And it's so beautiful. And this message is really affirming that you've built this steady foundation. And there have been really trying times, maybe in the recent past, where you felt like you wondered if you would ever get there. You wondered if the sturdy foundation would ever be solid, because it seemed like maybe you would take some steps forward and it would feel like you're there, but then you're always shown how you're not actually really there. But Spirit is wanting to really acknowledge you, acknowledge your patience, affirm you right now, validate the hard work you've been doing, and saying, the word singing just popped into my mind as well. Maybe some of you are singers or are returning to singing, or maybe, there's just a lot around voice right now. Like, I'm just having such a hard time getting the words out. So maybe you enjoyed singing as a child. Maybe for some of you, I'm getting, this may not be, for everyone, but some of you in this collective, I'm getting that you've been in this process of inner child healing and trying to remember what it is that you like to do as a child that really brought you joy, because that is a key to living in more joy as an adult, is like thinking back to like what actually brought you joy. But maybe some of you came from such tough childhoods, tough upbringings, that you don't have a lot of happy memories, or you don't have access to many of those happy memories. And as you've been just trying to uncover this, what did bring you joy? Because surely you had to have had some moments of joy as a child, right? Like, surely there must be something. So you've been like trying to figure this out and uncovering this. It's 555 on the timer as I said this. You're just on this path of constantly growing and evolving and transforming. And so you've been getting messages maybe that it's now time to live more in your joy, to have fun. And that sounds so easy. That sounds so, I don't know, like everyone should know how to have fun and experience joy. But you've maybe lived most of your life not really feeling joy and not really truly having fun, maybe because of hardship, traumas, different things, okay? And they're drawing me to the singing, as maybe recently you've remembered that you used to sing as a child, and you didn't think, like, you knew this about yourself, but maybe you don't have a lot of memories about it. Maybe there was some trauma around your voice, something of, being put down when you were singing, something like this. And you've forgotten that singing used to bring you so much joy and peace and like relaxation, grounding in your body. And just a side note, they're bringing my attention to your voice is so healing. Your unique voice is so healing to you, that your voice is like medicine for your own being, for your own body. It's incredibly healing for you to use your voice, even humming, toning, singing, and it's powerful, and it leads to alchemy within you. Sound frequencies, maybe listening to more sound frequencies like solfeggio frequencies, sound bowls, playing with sound more is really coming through strong. Maybe some of you are musicians, or you've wanted to have a hobby or dive into some sort of hobby, and sound could be something very healing and fun and rewarding for you. Not even necessarily taking lessons, maybe taking lessons, even voice lessons. But even just having an instrument, having a sound bowl, and just meditating with it, playing with it, with no pressure, no strings attached, no need to like perform, right? Okay, I keep getting like these side things. They're the angels. This is a very angelic message today. They're pulling me in these things, but they keep wanting me to come back to the core thing of singing, and how, yes, as a child, this actually brought you so much deep peace and joy. And that this is, maybe you thought like, well, that's not a hobby, that's not, but sitting and singing, if it brings you joy, is no different than taking a walk along the ocean, if that's your thing, or coloring, if that's your thing, or doing a craft or anything. Like singing, if that is your medicine, and it's what lights you up, there's just something here about that. So this is definitely for some of you. Let me know in the comments if this is resonating. I would love to hear. Okay, they're drawing my attention to blue butterflies. I have this painting of these women with a lot of blue butterflies on it. Blue, like blue. They're showing me blue. well, blue is the color of the throat chakra. So there's a big thing around here around your voice, and needing to clear this area through humming. I'm getting like starting to feel like constricted here. So humming, using your voice, singing, speaking up more, speaking your truth more in situations is really what heals the throat chakra. You know, there are a million different ways to heal things, but they're really drawing my attention to the more you use your voice, the more your voice heals. And I'm getting this collective, there's a strong desire to use your voice, a lot of fear with that as well, but fear, which is really rooted in the root chakra, the first chakra, which is where we started this message. You've done so much grounding work and foundational work that you've really overcome a lot of that fear, and now at this point it's just taking the leap. It's choosing courage over fear. It's recognizing too that in order to, I'm hearing quantum leap, in order to quantum leap, we must do something out of the ordinary. I finally just watched the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, because it was just, it kept coming up for me and coming up for me and coming up for me to the point where I could not ignore the signs that I needed to watch this movie. Let me know down below if you watch this movie. It's really, I thought it was really funny actually, and I really, really resonated deeply with it. But there's concepts of quantum physics in the movie, and doing things completely like unexpected, doing unexpected things in order to change the reality, okay? And that is true in quantum physics. We must do the unexpected, do the thing that is not expected in order to create a new reality. And that requires a leap of faith. Is there anything else? What else? Been drawn to this. A couple of decks here. If there's anything else, Spirit, please and thank you, that wants to come forward for this collective. Oh. Okay. Something fell. Oh. Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. So we got the Tower. I'm gonna hold these up, then I'm gonna talk about them. Okay, so the Tower, many of you may have been experiencing Tower moments, things crumbling, things, you understand this. Things have to crumble in order for something new to be born. The old has to crumble before the new can come in. Is there anything that you're clinging on to? Okay, warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So many of you in this collective have a deep calling, and it definitely has to do with your voice. This sword especially draws my attention to, and all the blue there draws my attention to the throat chakra. And I didn't even know this message was going to be about the throat chakra, and I'm wearing blue today. Just interesting, right? And what have you answered your deepest calling? And this card actually says, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So you've been laying the foundations, and your ancestors are helping you with this. Many of you have grandmothers, great grandmothers, somewhere in your lineage. Grandmother energy has been very strong in this collective. and they're helping you to lay these new foundations. You have gotten farther than they were ever able to get. You have gotten farther than any of your ancestors have. Okay? You resonate with being a cycle breaker, being the one who was always so different, never fit in, never belonged, never understood your family or felt understood by them. And you have grandmothers that have passed, could be generations back, who have been helping your path, and they're wanting to connect with you. So this is an encouragement for some of you, or maybe some of you already do have like an altar, an ancestral altar or something like that. And this is a very positive energy, a very beautiful energy. They're helping you lay your foundations and wanting you to know that your calling has always been for you. It will always be for you. You won't miss it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not behind. You are right on time. This is what I'm hearing. You are right on time. And there's nothing you could do to really screw this up at this point. But to make the process more easeful, they're saying just keep doing what you're doing. Like, this is a beautiful energy, a beautiful collective. It's so encouraging and validating, and warm. I'm just feeling this like warm grandmotherly energy around me. And let me ask if there is anything else. I also felt called to another deck here. Spirit, please and thank you. This collective, are there any final messages for this collective? Also hearing blue is coming up as like the water thing, peaceful waters. Maybe some of you have fountains. You're feeling more at peace within yourself than you ever have. There's a different quality to your energy now. These fell. Oh, 1 second. Whew. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Stepping into power and view from above, getting the big picture. It's like they're saying zoom out. You are stepping into your power. You are stepping into your power now. Zoom out, get the big picture. You may not be right now exactly where you thought you'd be, or even where you want to be, but you are exactly where you need to be at this time. You are right on track. You're exactly where you need to be. Everything is coming in. Remember, magic and miracles. Miracles happen every day. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know how this resonated with you. Please like and subscribe to support my channel. This has been my dream for several years to start a YouTube channel, so I'm so grateful that you're here. And please let me know how this is resonating, and I'll see you in the next video.